No relation to Big Sexy Brandon Overton. And rounding out the field, he is your 2021 Finish Line Racing Products Hobby Stock Track Champion here at the Crawford County Speedway. That is the 7-Up Big Al, Alex Stapleton. Where's my Stapleton fans at? Really? I can't even hear you guys. Are you guys quiet? Is it too early in the season for you guys to be cheering? Well, cheer or not, the Hobby Stocks are live as we are going to send them down into 1 and 2. It is going to be Hemmingson and Ray side by side. Here comes Eric Knudsen to the inside. Oh, thought he was going to make a run on Ray, but did not happen. That new look of the 79 RC of Riley Christensen to the outside of Knudsen as they're going for third and fourth right now, but it is going to be Zach Hemmingson with the lead. Tyson Overton also in that mix. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth all under a blanket right now as you have Christensen, Knudsen, Overton, and the 83 of Frederick all right there. Now Frederick's going to shake back just a little bit. Zach Hemmingson still with the lead as we got 4 laps to go. Is Hemmingson, Ray, Christensen, Knudsen, and Overton still sitting in that top 5 spot. Field starting to string out. Not necessarily get away from each other, but get single file and I say that. Overton and Frederick decide they're going to try and make a 3 wide. They're kind of bouncing and banging off of each other. Them two and Eric Knudsen going out of 4. Now as they come through 1 and 2, they're going to even it back out once again. As we're halfway home, 3 down, 3 to go. Hemmingson with a decent lead. Not necessarily comfortable, but decent. Meanwhile, Riley Christensen tries to get up to the back bumper of the 16R of George Ray. Can he possibly make a run for that second place spot? Overton also to the back bumper of Knudsen, but gets a little sideways, has to pedal it just a little bit, loses all the ground that he made up. Meanwhile, Christensen out to the inside of Ray. And Knudsen, a little shot in the shorts to the 79 RC of Riley Christensen. That's our first shot in the shorts of 2022, folks. White flag is out for Hemmingson. He is Gone. Golf Oscar November Echo gone. Christensen goes in high into 1 and 2. Now tries to snake it low underneath Ray. Going through 1 and 2. Can't not quite get it done. Zach Hemmingson's going to come through 3 and 4. He is going to pick up the heat race win. Zach Hemmingson wins. George Ray will finish second. Riley Christensen third. Eric Knudsen in fourth, and rounding out that top 5, that is going to be the 42 of Tyson Overton. I don't know. What would you guys decide? I mean, would you guys want the full meat bundle with a nice variety, or would you just want to be set for breakfast for the next however long and just go for the bacon? That's the interesting thing. Either way, Smithfield's giving away a ton of premium pork products at intermission. RPMs are up. Green flag is down. We are ready to go with heat number 2, and it is going to be Eric Stanton off to the early advantage. Of course, that is a different looking car. That is an Oldsmobile 79 Oldsmobile Cutlass Salon. A few of those were made, not very many, but it is an actual hatchback car. It is still an Oldsmobile Cutlass, so it's still a metric chassis. It's still everything you would normally see in a regular one of the other type of Cutlasses around out here. It's just shorter rear end and a little bit of a hatchback. But right now that hatchback is zooming as he is the lead. Dylan Richards, the outside front row sitter, sitting in second. Dahmer, Jeff Fink sitting in third with the double out buckshot of Jordan Android in fourth. And here comes the 9C of Riley Christensen as he is trying to get around the 4Q of Chris Chadwick right now. I don't know if I'm just seeing things, but I swear I thought I just saw Eric Stanton 3-wheel motion a hobby stock through 1 and 2. Let's get the binoculars out. Well, if he didn't, he was sure close. But right now, that three-wheel motion is not helping him as Dylan Richards gets to the inside, and new leader Richards. Stanton going to try the crossover move, not quite going to make it, as Richards, with 2 laps to go, is going to take over the lead. It is now Richards, Stanton, still Jeff Fink, Androy, and Chadwick, your top 5. Stanton now trying to set up Dylan Richards, see if he can possibly get back underneath of him. These guys no strangers with one another. They've run together for several specials, and of course at Supernats quite a bit. They know how each other runs. Stanton trying the extremely low side, catfishing around the tires, can't quite make it go. As they come through 3 and 4 for the final time, it's gonna be Dylan Richards with the win. Eric Stanton second, Jeff Fink in third. Jordan Androy, the old double-out buckshot, fires his way into fourth. And at the end, it looks like the 9C of Colby Christensen did get fifth. Top 5 in points and at least a couple trips to Van Wall Equipment Victory Lane for the driver of the 01U2, the next generation of the Ulrich Racing Clan, Dayton Ulrich, and rounding out the field, the 10T of Tanner Snyder. It's a 6-pack, 6 cars, 6 laps, the distance. Osbar and Ransom bring him through 3 slowly. Start to pick up the pace in 4, and Larry Wilkerson drops the green. We are racing in heat race number 3. It is going to be Osbar leading him down into turn number 1, but Willie Ransom slightly higher run as he gets a good run and will take over the lead as they come out of 2. It is Ransom, Osbar, Butler, Pontius, and Ulrich. As Ulrich gives a little shot in the shorts to Pontius. Now he's going to get to the low side. Gets a little squirrely, but they're going to be side by side as they go down the front stretch into turn number 1 for that 4th and 5th place spot. Meanwhile, Willie Ransom still leading. Seth Butler now takes over that 2nd place spot from Osbar. Ulrich still working on Pontius. This time looks like a much better turn 3, much better turn 4. Give that young man 4th place. That is Dayton Ulrich. Now, can he reel in Osbar? Of course, as I say that, here comes Pontius back to the outside. Not quite going to get it. Now can Ulrich catch up to Brandon Osbar and take over that 3rd place spot? Meanwhile, we got a battle for the lead. Seth Butler to the round the outside. New leader, Seth Butler, as we are 3 laps down, 3 laps to go. So it is now Seth Butler, Willie Ransom, Brandon Osbar, Dayton Ulrich, and Cody Pontius, your top 5. They'll be coming down and see the green flag in the air for 2 laps to go. Willie Ransom not letting Seth Butler get away, though. Butler not having an easy time of it. He's still got a lead, but it is very far from comfortable as Willie Ransom is still knocking on the back door. Now a little bit of a push in turn 2 for Ransom as Butler is going to pull away, but barely by a car length. Any mistake, and Willie Ransom is going to be there to pounce. The thing is, there's only 1 lap left to go. So Butler's going to make a mistake, or Willie's going to find some way to get around him. It's got to be this lap coming through 1 and 2. Nothing shaking, bacon. As they send it through 3 and 4, Willie drives it in deep, tries to go to the inside. Not going to happen. Seth Butler wins. Willie Ransom 2nd, Brandon Osbar 3rd, Dayton Ulrich 4th. And Cody Pontius will round out that top 5.
The top side of row number 2 in the 12, it's Brandon Osbar.
Ladies and gentlemen, get up and on your feet. Wave. Let them know. Let them hear you. These drivers here to put on a show for you. It is your Finish Line Racing Products Hobby Stocks. Row number 3 to the inside. That's the 22 of Seth Butler. Into the outside, the 24R from Beatrice, Dylan Richards.
Inside of row number 4 in the double-aught buckshot, a darker horse here in 2022 for Jordan Androy. And on the outside is the 12K of Eric Knutson.
Row number 5 to the inside. That's going to be the 7B of Eric Stanton. Into the outside, that is the 7W of Willie Ransom. Row number 6 to the inside, the 01F of Jeff Fink. To the outside, the 01U2 of Dayton Ulrich. It is Tyson Overton and Colby Christensen. Row number 7, row number 8, Cody Pontius and Justin Frederick. Row number 9, Chris Chadwick, Tanner Snyder, and Alex Stapleton and Travis Fink will round out your field. The champ is in the back. We are green, and it is going to be Hemmingson and Christensen side by side going into 1. Christensen with a slight advantage, but Hemmingson now on the higher line. He gets to the quarter, to the door. They're side by side going down into corner number 3. You've got Ray, Richards, and Osbar, 3, 4, and 5. But leading lap number 1, it's going to be Hemmingson.
Nearly too close to call, only half a car for Hemmingson. Christensen is almost upside down. He was on the bike for half of turn number 1.
Oh, no. They're still trying to crash behind him, too. Looks like Ulrich, the double-aught buckshot of Android, and the 83 of Fredrickson.
Christensen collects himself. Hemmingson leads, and now the caution flag will come out. Oh, boy.
Now, I just want to point out the absolute heads-up driving of each and every guy behind that 79 RC. That could have been very bad, very quickly, nipping away, just wanting to get that bone that he's got called the lead.
Of course, racing formats are one of those, topics that comes up in racing circles on days that end in Y.
Why? Because race cars.
Back to green. Hemmingson fires off first. Gets a good restart. Richards is right there trying to get to the back bumper, though. Ray goes to the top side to take third as Osbar fades behind Butler, and he might lose a top 5 spot down the back straightaway here. Side by side for the 5th spot. Hemmingson will lead this lap, and they are spreading out behind him as well.
Osbar gets a little squirrely. Unfortunately, gets into the 01F of Dahmer. Oh, and Osbar now goes around, collects Stanton. And, oh, man, Android, Travis Fink, the 01U2 of Ulrich, Overton. How did they avoid that? Oh, my. Riley Christensen, not an auspicious start to the season for your pole sitter. You remember, he was top 3 in points last year. He's having a rough night, but looks like the 7B of Stanton, not that much worse for wear, but Osbar coming out of turn 4, getting a little bit sideways. Looks like he collected it back up, but unfortunately went to the exit of turn 1 and just like a washing machine, decided to go for a spin cycle.
Even better jump on this restart as Hemmingson wasn't able to get away very much on the last one. Only 2 down, 10 to go in this one.
Of course, next week is going to be BW Outfitters Night here at the Crawford County Speedway. Of course, right now with Totten Plumbing and Heating, Wadrick Towing, and Smithfield Night, we've still got some hobby stock stuff to get done. As the green is back out, Richards, nice run on the high side as he almost got side by side with Hemmingson. Whoa, and it looks like the 10T of Tanner Snyder absolutely up in smoke, and yeah, he watered the track down with that, although I'm not sure it's exactly water. As the caution comes out, Dylan Richards was looking to the inside and almost had Hemmingson.
He wasn't looking, he was touching Hemmingson coming off of 4 that last restart. Wow.
Doing some love and touch and squeezing right there.
Up close and personal.
Yes. Well, it sounds like all the meat bundles in the pit side have been given away, and all of them except for one. Of course, Old Goats opting to get his at the end of the night have been given away. So again, big thank you to Smithfield for doing that. Right now we are back to green, and again, Hemmingson, he is taken off, but look at this. We have got a whole bunch of them. Throw up like look at Eric Stanton. Eric Stanton up to 4th, was looking under Ray for 3rd. I don't think he's got any damage to that car from that incident. Seth Butler now to the inside of Knudsen. And now we got a challenge for the lead as Richards looks underneath of Hemmingson.
They were side by side momentarily down the front straightaway. Richards now falls in behind Hemmingson as they are beating and banging all through this Crawford County Speedway Hobby Stock feature. Richards all the way to the back bumper here on the back straightaway. A little bit of a tap going into 3 and 4, trying to diamond maneuver off the corner down to the inside. Richards led for a moment, but Hemmingson gets the lap at the flag stand.
Hemmingson still has the lead. I did notice going into 3, though, Stanton gives a little shot in the shorts to Ray and still wasn't able to get around him. Now this time, Ray bobbles. Stanton's going to get by, and he is trying to take Knudsen with him. But it is still Hemmingson leading Richards. Richards looking like he's getting ready to try and set him up one more time.
Richards all over the back bumper of Hemmingson. And Hemmingson slides up a little bit. Richards with a good run down the hill, down the back straightaway, pulls up to the left rear.
Oh, not to interrupt, but we got problems. Eric Knudsen comes off a 2, and he bottlenecks everybody else as he has a problem. He pulls in. He is done for the night.
Hemmingson with a crossover maneuver as Richards made a pass for the lead off of turn number 4. We're halfway home. Richards trying to get him again, and he does down the back straightaway.
And look who's sitting in 3rd. Eric Stanton now in 3rd. Now they're going to try and go 3 wide coming out of 4. It is Richards, Hemmingson, and Eric Stanton all going for the battle over the lead with 5 laps to go. Go ahead.
The podium with half a straightaway on the rest of the field at the Crawford County Speedway. Richards out front. Hemmingson trying to battle back. A nice run into 3 and 4 that time. Trying to get to the back bumper. Look out, Stanton's right there still.
Richards, Hemmingson, Stanton.
Oh no, Christensen.
Oh no, Colby Christensen. He is going to park it at the top of turn number 4. Caution is going to come out. Oh, mama. That just changed the ball game as the top 3 have been battling each other, but they've also been taking the rest of the field to the Gapplebees on a race night. Now you're going to have Ray, you're going to have Butler, you're going to have Dahmer, and look at this from dead last up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th is the defending track champion, Alex Stapleton. Then also you have Overton, Fredrickson, and the F20 of Fink. We're here doing race car things with our race car friends and having a blast. 4 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, for the first Finish Line Racing Products Wild Thing IMCA Hobby Stock feature of the year. Who's going to be the first hobby stocker to park in a Van Wall victory lane? We're about to find out as the green goes back out. Look at Eric Stanton. Stanton immediately goes to the inside of Hemmingson. And Hemmingson now working to the inside of Richards. They're 3 wide for a moment. Here comes George Ray and Seth Butler right there as well. And let's throw Dahmer into the mix. Dahmer there as well. Hemmingson and Richards once again battling it side by side. Hemmingson to the inside, Richards to the outside. New leader, Richards.
Hemmingson can't quite get the bite he wants off of turn number 4. He was skittering a little bit. Stanton is right there to try to take advantage on the top side of the racetrack. And he noses ahead into second place down the back straightaway. 2 to go, coming to the flag stand this time as Richards continues to show the way.
And now Hemmingson falls back to 3rd as Eric Stanton now finds his way into 2nd. Stanton now going right to the back bumper. He's going to try to go on Dylan Richards. I said in the heat race, these two have battled each other at several specials, and every year these two seem to find each other at Super Nationals, and they always put on a great show. Well, here comes Stanton. Stanton to the inside. Can't quite do it. Bobbles just a little bit. White flag is out. Richards still your leader.
Stanton trying to lead 1 lap, the most important one, down to the inside in turn number 1. Off of turn number 2, he will get behind Richards. 1 more shot out of 3 and 4. Trying to get to the bottom, but it is Richards who will win it at the line, $700.
Oh, Dylan Richards wins. Eric Stanton 2nd, Zach Hemmingson 3rd, George Ray 4th, and Seth Butler will round out your top 5. Wow, what a way to kick off the Hobby Stocks in 2022.